Hey, good morning. How y'all doing? It is Well Red Beard. It's a damn fine day to talk about a book. And today we are going to talk about Queen of Teeth by Hailey Piper. This is my sixth Hailey Piper read, having done all of these. I'll show them real quick. The Worm and His Kings, The Possession of Natalie Glasgow, better known as T-Pong, Benny Rose, The Cannibal King, An Invitation to Darkness, and Unfortunate Elements of My Anatomy. I gave this book 5 stars. It's a short story collection. I loved it. I gave this book, I think, 4.5, but we'll call it 5. I don't know what, maybe I didn't, but I love this book. It keeps coming up. It's probably one of my favorite Halloween. Is it a novella? Is it a novel? Who gives a shit, right? It's one of my favorite Halloween books of all time. This one, I liked it. I'm gonna say that. Let's talk about it. I'll settle into a rating at the end because I don't know. Look, we open up on Yolanda Betancourt, and she is in bed with her female lover, and she's bleeding on the sheets. It's not her time of the month though, and she goes to the bathroom and starts checking things out, and she has a mild case, or mild case anyway, vagina dentata. There's teeth in her vagina. So I put a lot of effort into being a very, very good open man. I have a very, very strong, opinionated, um, powerful wife, and I have the exact same type of daughter. I put a lot of effort into being a good, supportive man, but there are things in this book that, I am a man. There are things in this book that were kind of uncomfortable for me, So I'm sorry, I'm a failure. No, anyway, but so our main character has teeth in her vagina. And I did a little research on that, the folklore aspects of it and how, one side of the coin is that, this showed up in like, folklore in different places to warn of dangerous women or warn of the dangers of unknown women. But the other side is that was that it was that it was to discourage rape. I found that kind of just interesting, you know. But anyway, so the gist is Yolanda Betancourt, Yaya, she goes by Yaya in the book, is in a bit of a love relationship with a doctor. This doctor works for this company, and they are called ABP throughout the book. Let me see if I've got the name, Alpha Beta Pharmaceutical. So, 32 years ago, this is kind of how this all started. So she's got this situation with the teeth in her vagina, and that seems to be growing. Whatever is in there seems to be developing and getting bigger, and we'll get back to that in a second. But 32 years ago, um, Nancy Reagan had just won the '88 election, and in order to try to stop overpopulation, this company came up with this thing. Hold on, let me make sure I'm telling you this right. Um, anyway, but the gist is that it was trying to stop overpopulation, and in some cases it caused like this extreme fertility, twins. So the opposite of what was desired, but twins, triplets. But in a lot of cases, these chimera. I don't know if I'm even pronouncing that right, but chimera is two beings, any type of situation where two beings are combined into one. And so in the womb, some situation of one twin consuming the other or absorbing the other. And so this stuff is widespread in our new dystopia, our new future here. And Yaya is one of them. And so they have to go and get these like monthly checkups. Like they have to go visit the ABP offices every month to kind of check how that chimera situation is going. And so in Yaya's case, it's going pretty extreme. It's getting pretty big. So anyway, so she's got the issue. down below. I'm sorry, people. And it's getting bigger, like so much so, like it talks about her cleft growing, getting bigger, like working its way up her lower abdomen, up towards her belly button, and so on. And so eventually it's there's tentacles and there's teeth, almost talk like a crocodile mouth. And I'm thinking the Sarlacc pit, Return of the Jedi. Sorry. And so there's some, the first half of the book, there is some small scale destruction, some small scale things that Yaya and her inner being, who is named Magenta, get up to. And I enjoyed those parts. Like I enjoyed that small scale part. There was a situation with a man, maybe a bit of a shady, cringy type man, and Yolanda resolves that situation, and I enjoyed those parts. But ultimately, as this thing continues to grow, it gets to the point where it takes on a really really large scale. Like it goes from like body horror to this large cosmic level, and as we go that way, we lose um more of Yaya to get more of Magenta. And for me, I mean, I didn't love that part. Like I liked Yaya, and I was happy with her role in the story. And but I also see the underlying thing there, right? I'm a man, and what I'm telling you is this powerful thing inside of this young woman. I wanted to somehow keep that down. So I see what you're doing to me there. I do. You're going to get me in trouble. But anyway, so I liked Yaya, and as we got to the point where her existence was less important than Magenta's to the story, I didn't like it as much. And like I said, it goes to this really really big place as far as Magenta and what she does and what her abilities are and all these things. I mean, I enjoyed the aspect of kind of evil government. It had a it kind of maybe rings a bit. I don't know. We've got stuff going on right now, right, with vaccines and anti-vax people and pro-vax people, and we've got a situation here where the government has basically stepped in medically like they do in this book, and that's where we're at. And so I think it kind of rang a bit I don't know, more poignant or whatever because of where we are today. Ultimately, I mean, it's a story of female power. I dug that. There's a lesbian relationship in here. I mean, I dug the uh, I mean, Hailey can just write those things really well, and I say that I'm not an expert on those things, but I am smart enough to pick up when those things are just like false or just thrown in there for um, just for dressing or whatever. I enjoyed that part as well. I think for me though, ultimately, I'm somewhere between 3 and 5 stars. The second half of the book to me, I did not enjoy it as much as the first half. Again, like I said, as Yaya, I can't even say that right. As Yaya, was less important to the story and Magenta was more important, I tend to kind of pull back. There's a lot of medical speak in here, and I kind of got lost in that a bit as well. Some like military medical type speak stuff, but it's a really good book, and let's be honest, I can see why women love this book, and I came into this review wanting to be honest, but also knowing that everybody else I follow loved this book. I mean, I'll tell you, Mother Horror 5-starred it, Tracy Robinson 5-starred it, Edward Lorne 5-starred it. Listen to those people. Don't listen to me. But for me, since I am holding it up to 5 other books by Hailey Piper, and I am holding it up to everything else that I've read, and I want my high star ratings to mean something. I think for this one, I'm somewhere between 3 and 4, and we'll probably make it 4. I'll make that decision before I actually write a little paragraph on Goodreads. It is a damn good book. There were just some things that I mean, it seems to be the situation here lately. There's been some books that the first half was much more enjoyable to me than the second act or whatever. But it's got a bit of a pretty ending for such a destructive, violent book. There's a bit of a pretty ending there. But that's it. That's it. It's an enjoyable read. Definitely body horror that kind of goes to cosmic. Some medical horror, strong female lead characters, and that's it. This is The Queen of Teeth by Hailey Piper. This has been Well Read Beard. I hope you like my review. I hope you're enjoying all your books as much as I am. If not, first of all, you got to check out some Hailey Piper. Big fan. I say this multiple times. She is, of all the authors I've come across while doing this for the last 3 years, she is one of my absolute must reads. If you're not enjoying all your books, you're reading the wrong damn books.